At just 4 years of age, Angela Cartwright has been on our screens for 65 years.
I can't understand how children as nice as you can manage to play such awful tricks on people.
Oh, it's easy.
She stole the show as cheeky Brigitte Von Trapp in The Sound of Music.
I'm 10, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Before heading out of this world as Penny Robinson in the sci-fi series Lost in Space.
I asked Daddy if it's only people that can have brains, and he said very few of them do.
Now, Angela is opening up about her days in Hollywood in a new book, Lost and Found in Space 2.
So great. What a thrill to have Angela joining us this morning. Hello, Angela. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
You look well. It's great to have you on the show. This book, it's full of all your photos and your memories. I mean, I grew up, obviously we all grew up in Australia on Sound of Music, which we'll touch on in a second, but coming home from school, I'd watch Lost in Space like a demon. So what will fans discover about this hit TV show?
Oh, everything you ever wanted to know about Lost in Space you will find in this book. I mean, secrets, you know, about the bloop or the robot. There's just so many new pictures that we uncovered from the archives. And out of those pictures, when we started to put this book together, we started with, and I say we, it's Bill Mumy and myself. Bill, of course, played Will Robinson. We started to reflect on our past when we were making the show. And the stories that came out and the memories, it's like going back to your your grammar school and all those things that you kind of remembered, come to life again.
What are your happiest memories from that time?
Oh, we were two kids. It was a dream to kind of be in a show that was taking place in space. It was something, nobody had walked on the moon at that time. And space travel was just something in people's imaginations. And for Bill and me, it was just a dream. We had such a blast. It was a wonderful cast. We had lots of laughs. And, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed every minute of it, going to school every day and then being able to deal with aliens and, running around a planet and pretending that we were lost in space. It was just a great adventure.
Yeah, it was such a great show to watch too. I remember it was so great old school TV sci-fi. But let's get on to The Sound of Music as well, because, we talk a lot about, Julie Andrews, and she's been out here recently, but Christopher Plummer sadly passed away earlier, I believe, this year. And we don't ask about him enough. What was it like working with him as your father?
Well, I got along great with Chris. He always kept his distance from the kids, but I think he wanted that acting choice so that, we weren't like kidding around with him. Right. We had that kind of relationship with Julie, who we adored, and it absolutely shows in every scene in the movie. But with Chris, he kind of liked that little standoffish feeling, and I really liked him, but he was very, quiet. I don't think at the time it was the movie he dreamt of himself making, but I think later in life he realized what a dream job to have. It made his name available to everybody all over the world, as Captain Von Trapp. I don't think there'll ever be another Captain Von Trapp like him.
No.
He has so many nuances to the show.
So many great memories from The Sound of Music. One of the more memorable moments is when the boat you're all on capsizes in the lake. Is it true that turned into a real-life emergency for Gretel?
Well, little Gretel, Kim Carafe, she couldn't swim. So it had been arranged that Julie would actually go immediately to her and scoop her up and bring her to shore. However, in the take that they used, as you remember, famously, she falls backwards. Julie falls backwards over the boat, back of the boat. It was not planned. And Kim kind of went down and took a little while for her to come back up again. All of the rest of us were trying to get out of there as fast as possible because there were leeches at the bottom of that lake.
Yuck.
And we were so terrified we would have leeches on us that we scrambled to the shore.
Geez,
My,
that'll get you moving, won't it?
You're really selling Salzburg there, aren't you?
And it is it's such a beautiful place. You're not going to go swimming in that, that lake. It's so gorgeous to look at, though. I just love Salzburg. I love Austria. It's a beautiful place to go visit.
And all you Von Trapp children have all stayed relatively close over the years, haven't you? I know Nicholas Hammond always speaks fondly that how close you all have remained.
It's an amazing story. I mean, we are like this faux Von Trapp family. When we get together, we pick up where we left off. We stay in touch. And, we have sadly lost 2 of our members. It was awful. I mean, we were really so torn up by it. It was a terrible thing to go through. And as a family, however and wherever you are, we all, came together to grieve that. But I love that cast. They're just a great group of people. And who would have known that so many years later we would, all be here talking about The Sound of Music.
It has well and truly stood the test of time, hasn't it? Angela, you are Hollywood royalty and we are so pleased to talk with you this morning.
Thank you.
And you can find Lost and Found in Space 2, blast off into the expanded edition at ncpbooks.com. And autographed copies are also available at angelacartwrightstudio.com. Angela, thank you so much.
Angela. Autographed copies.
Thank you. Lovely visiting with you.
Lovely seeing you too. Back to space. Oh my God, I love